Hello, beautiful souls. It is Solita again. This video, I'm going to talk about knowing thyself. Now, I'm going to share some things about my own personal life and my growth and what I've learned. Okay. What I have learned that it is best to know thyself and know your worth before getting in relationships. It is best to be healed before getting in relationships because you will take baggage to people that they don't deserve. Baggage that they didn't ask to carry. Okay? I know we sign up for that when we get in relationships with people and become friends or whatever the situation may be. It could be a mother, father, brother, sister. But what I will tell you in my experience, what I've learned is that sometimes it is best to get to know somebody really, really well before you decide to be with them or even be intimate. Because intimacy can get in the way. You know, intimacy can cloud your judgment. And the intimacy I'm referring to is the sexual part. I'm not talking, and sometimes you don't even have to be sexual. People will manipulate you mentally, like emotionally. Because sometimes people have multiple people because they get different things from people. Sometimes it's hard for people to find all that in one person. There are people out there who have it all in one. But one thing I can say that what I learned is that I wasted a lot of my 20s, not wasted it, but I spent most of my 20s not really living the way that I wanted to. And that's mostly because I had dreams and ambition. And I'm still ambitious. I had dreams and I did act upon some of them, but I had stopped at a point because of being in a relationship. And what I've learned is that when you're single, it is best to be single because I advocate for people being single because to be in a marriage and in a relationship requires a lot of work and a lot of compromise. And if you're not willing to, if you are not willing to work and compromise, there's no point in you seeking people or convincing people to be with you. And it's not good to convince somebody to stay with you and be with you for the sake of how I'm trying to put it, for the sake of being selfish so that you won't go no place else, you know, so that you won't be with somebody else. And that's not fair. I encourage single people to live out your dreams, go after what you want, do everything, all that you want to do, because sometimes when you get tied down to people and then you met with life circumstances, it can lead you on a path that you didn't ask for. But you actually do ask for it when you sign up to be in relationships. It is best that you do all the healing that is necessary. That is really important because some people don't even know they need healing. And then we get in these relationships, we look at people like, oh, they look fine. Oh, they make me feel. But sometimes is what they make you feel the right thing? But sometimes those feelings only last for a moment. You'll know it when it's for the moment because it'll change. You know, everybody goes through that honeymoon phase when they get with somebody and they feel like, oh, this is the person for me. But all it takes is that one little thing that person don't like and things can go south. Don't ever lose yourself in a person. For the simple fact, when we lose ourselves in people, we forget who we are. And I did that, you know. You cannot be somebody's mother and father. Stop being a parent in a relationship. Stop seeking your mother and father in people too, even though, like, if you were raised in a good environment and you know your parents bared that good fruit, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to these weeds. I'm talking to you people who, you know, your childhood wasn't so great. And you wondering why you in these failed relationships, why friendships not working and stuff. It's because somewhere in you that you keep attracting that part of you that you haven't healed. I've done that. So now that I realize that, the first step is realizing. The second step is doing something about it. You know, you got to take action in these situations. I feel like when you in your 20s, you're supposed to be exploring and learning. When you in your 30s, it's usually like the time where you already had your fun and you should be settling down. Not meaning I'm talking about settling down to marriage. I'm talking about settling down in a way of such way as though you had enough time to learn certain stuff that you need to start taking your life more seriously. I agree that in your 40s is the time where you should have already known stuff. Because there are certain things that we all do in this life that we think is cool and it's not. You know, you got people in their 40s and 50s being players who still think it's cute to have multiple women and men. That's not cute. It's not cute to have multiple souls attached to your soul. You know, and that's where the confusion comes in. That's where all the angriness and the bitterness, and you wondering why you wasn't around mad. You wasn't around mad because you carrying around somebody else's energy. You know, I'm just saying, like, we need to stop be out here just dating off the sake of looks or what's on the outside. You should be dating based off of the person's heart. You know, I mean, I get it that we want to be physically attracted to a person, because I know I do. I don't want to wake up to somebody that I feel unattracted to. And see, I'm not attracted to people based off of just looks. I look at your heart. That's the first thing that get me. I look at your mind. That's the first things that captures me. It's not your looks. Your looks is a plus. You know, you don't always look good all your life. You're going to get old eventually, you know. But I'm just saying, from my experiences with relationships and people and how I've been treated all my life, like, I realized that I gave people the keys to do stuff. See, the world thinks that kindness is weakness. No, it's not. It takes more strength to be mean. It takes more strength to be evil. Kindness is not weakness, people. Kindness is a gift from God. You know, like that kind of kindness when people do you dirty and they cheat on you and they lie and they kill and they steal, but you can still forgive them because you know where your love comes from. You know who you are. You know who you were created by. You know, what else can I say? Because I put these in notes in my phone, but I don't want to pull it up because it might take me off this video. I'm using my phone at the moment, but I just want to share with you that knowing yourself is very important, because when you don't know yourself, you'll be caught up in all kinds of mess. You'll be seeking validation outside of yourself. You know, and you shouldn't seek validation outside of yourself. You were born alone and you're going to die alone. So why recruit all these unnecessary people into your thoughts and your processes? You cannot keep asking people what they think about this and that, because the next thing you know, their thoughts are your thought in your mind, and you can't decipher the difference. You can't think straight. You don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So I'm going to end this video on this note. You know, I don't want to keep making them too long, because I know sometimes people, you know, got short attention spans. But knowing thyself is important. Know what you like. Know what you want. Know what you need before you come to a person. Don't get in a relationship expecting somebody to know what you want, know what you need, especially if you haven't vocalized it. It is important to have those conversations about religion, about what somebody want for the future, or if they don't want future, about children, if they do want children, if they don't want children. Have those talks about education. Have those talks about God. Have those talks about whatever you need to do, so that when you and another person come together, that you are equally yoked. You know what I mean? And don't force relationships. If somebody not for you, they not for you. You'll know. You know. You definitely know. Your intuition will tell you. And even if it's you're not intuitive, their actions will tell you. Trust me. Love is kind. Love is peace. Love is not all these little evil things that people turn into. Love is not cheating on people. Love is not lying to your partner. Love is not stealing from your partner. Love is not hating your partner and being envious and jealous of your partner. Different things. Different things. So know what you want before you get with somebody. And don't get with somebody just because the sex is good. Like, really? At some point, you will get used to it, and then you're going to want somebody else. You know? So be careful with the way that you get with people, because the way that you get with them is the same way that you'll lose them, you know. And then too, it's not good to get in relationships and try to control. You cannot control anybody. So I'm gonna say this, I'm going to leave you all, and I have plenty other things to do right now. My mind just went someplace else because I just started thinking about something else too, so that's why that happened. Forgive me for that. Again, beautiful souls, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Be the best you that you can be. Don't go messing up other people's day. Don't go lying to somebody. Tell the truth. Don't go manipulating somebody to get what you want. Work hard for what you want. Be of God and not of Satan. Don't do that. I encourage you not to do that. Open your heart. Open your mind. Go after your goals. Go get a book and write down your thoughts. But don't go being an evil person. Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day.